Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
Look out!
The Polies are back! In an all-new full-length movie, Roly-Poly-Oly, The Baby Bot Chase, premiering only on Disney DVD and video. New visitors have arrived in Polyville.
And Pollyanna!
Howdy-ho!
And
Who do we have here? Poochie and Clue!
Where did these two tiny tots come from?
We don't know, Dad. We were trying to catch a shooting star, and instead we caught two bouncing babies.
join Oli
Neato!
and all your favorite characters as they help the baby bots
I wonder if this is the baby's home.
Whoa, what?
find the family that loves them the most.
Their home is right here with us.
It's Oli's biggest adventure ever. Roly-Poly-Oly, the Baby Bot Chase, with exclusive DVD bonus features.
By jinkies, that's wonderful news!
Premiering only on Disney DVD and video June 3rd, 2003. On Disney DVD and video. A big bear. A wild child. A cool cat. And a little jungle rhythm. It's Disney's The Jungle Book 2.
Hit it, Papa Bear.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife.
That morning sun peeks over the mountains.
Children, come inside! You must never go into the jungle.
Hey, over here.
The continuing story
Show me you can still fight like a bear.
of one of Disney's most beloved animated classics.
You don't need her, kid. You're with old Baloo now. Roar!
With new songs,
When we start to move, hey, honey, it ain't no joke.
new friends, and some of the coolest cats
Just like downtown.
to ever roam the wild.
They're lost in the jungle.
You seem surprised to see me.
That pussycat, he's harmless.
Get back to the bare necessities with John Goodman
Man, this place is happening.
and Haley Joel Osment
Yeah, man.
in Disney's The Jungle Book 2
In case you haven't noticed, kid, I'm no wild animal, except at parties.
on Disney DVD and video this summer. Now available to own on video and DVD. What would the world be like without imagination?
Think, think, think.
How would we get along without friendship?
Hello, I'm Tigger.
Who would we be without Winnie the Pooh?
Can't we go back to page 1 and do it all over again?
Walt Disney Pictures proudly presents the 25th anniversary celebration of the original classic motion picture loved by generations.
T-I-double-G-R. That spells Tigger.
I'm Pooh.
The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. This fully restored silver anniversary edition is based on the original classic stories by A.A. Milne. Experience the magic and the wonder.
Promise you won't forget me?
Oh, I won't, Christopher. I promise.
It's the fully restored 25th silver anniversary edition of Walt Disney's The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Now available on video and for the first time ever on Disney DVD.
Inside Playhouse Disney.
Playhouse Disney helps our little girl use her imagination.
Have no fear, Space Boy is here. Here comes Stanley the leopard, stepping silently through the sleeping jungle.
A kid's way of learning is by playing. That makes them lifelong learners.
I'm proud that you figured out what it was by yourself.
I love to share. How about you?
I never realized fun could be so much fun!
Playhouse Disney programs spark your imagination.
Imagine and learn inside Playhouse Disney and PlayhouseDisney.com every day.
Hey kids, stay with us after the program and be sure to catch the fun music video of the Baha Men singing Stanley's theme song.
It's Stanley!
And now, our feature program.
Yeah.
talk to a kangaroo.
Hi there.
Who's always ready to learn about something new.
Wow.
Whose favorite book has all the animals you could wish. Who's proud to say his best friend is a fish.
That's right, it's my man Stanley.
Oh yeah, it's my man Stanley.
Welcome to Stanley's World. It's Stanley. Come help him figure out what life is all about. Who takes you swimming with dolphins? It's Stanley.
Oh yeah.
Laughs with a lion too. It's Stanley.
Cool.
No problem Stan can't solve. It's solving it involves having a friend like you. Having a friend like you.
It's Stanley.
It's Stanley. With a friend like you.
It's Stanley.
It's Stanley.
It's Stanley.
Searching for spring. It's awfully chilly out here, Stanley. What is it you wanted to show me?
Oh, no! What's the matter, Stanley? Look at Dennis's surprise. Uh-oh.
Well, I must say, I am surprised, Stanley. And I'm sure you know how much I appreciate big snow lumps.
But yesterday it was a giant snow goldfish. It looked just like you, Dennis. Only bigger, of course. I'm sorry, Dennis.
No need to apologize. Snow tends to melt quite quickly in late winter.
Yeah, and turn to mucky-yucky slush. It's no fun playing outside anymore. You said it. It takes forever to put on a snowsuit. And mittens. And boots. And this stupid cap. And then there's nothing to do except watch everything melt and get muddy. I want it to be spring right now. Me too.
That would be lovely, of course. But I'm afraid it's not going to happen overnight.
I guess you kids didn't have much fun outside today, did you?
Nah, my snowfish melted. We're sick of winter. We want it to be spring.
Me too.
Now here to tell us when spring will arrive is our animal weatherman.
Animal weatherman? What's he mean?
Yes, it's Punxsutawney Phil, the world's most famous groundhog.
Oh, I love this little guy.
He's great. But how can a groundhog tell when spring is coming?
Listen.
Every year on Groundhog Day, we gather here to greet Punxsutawney Phil as he comes out of his hole after a long winter nap. Everyone knows that if he sees his shadow, that means there'll be 6 more weeks of winter.
Oh, no.
However, if Phil doesn't see his shadow, that means spring is on the way.
Awesome. That is so cool. That's amazing.
And it's just about time now for our favorite groundhog to poke his head out of that hole. Are you ready, Phil?
Oh, I get so excited. He's just the cutest little thing.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Will Punxsutawney Phil see his shadow or not?
Not! I don't see any shadow. Do you?
No, I don't, honey.
There's no shadow to be seen, ladies and gentlemen, and that means spring is on its way.
Yay! Tomorrow we can play baseball and plant a flower garden and run through the sprinklers and put away our snowsuits and mittens and boots and caps. Yay!
I'm afraid you kids are getting a little carried away. Groundhog Day is kind of a legend, you know?
What's a legend?
It's something that people like to believe, but isn't necessarily true. It isn't going to be warm and green and springy for quite a while yet.
I wouldn't dream of putting my paws outside the house this time of year. You won't say that tomorrow, Elsie. Spring's coming. Yeah, we heard it on TV from a groundhog named Puckawannapat. Fred. Phil. Whatever. Really? It's going to be spring? Yes! And real soon, too.
Excuse me, Stanley, but I believe your mum said you shouldn't be too eager to believe in groundhog weathermen.
Aw, that's just Mom. Everybody knows that if a groundhog doesn't see a shadow on Groundhog Day, spring's coming.
I'd like to suggest that we turn to a certain book of yours to learn a little bit more about groundhogs, if you please.
Great idea, Dennis.
Hey!
It's the Great
big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us, this book's the perfect guide.
This song of yours is utterly delightful. I adore hearing you sing it every time.
You do?
Not!
Whoa! I was freaked out for a minute there.
Me too.
Let's open the book, hooray, hooray, to find the star of Groundhog Day!
Groundhog. Let's see. That starts with a G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Here we go. Groundhog.
I love them. They're so adorable. They look like little bears.
Yeah, they do. So why are they called hawks? Are they pigs?
No, they're not pigs at all. Groundhog is another name for woodchuck, an animal that has a thick reddish-brown coat and makes its home in burrows underneath the ground. Pigs and hogs live above ground on farms.
How big are groundhogs?
About the same size and weight as Elsie, I'd say.
What do they eat, Dennis?
Why don't we go into the book and see?
Yeah,
let's go into the book.
Yahoo!
Wow, look at all the great stuff in this garden. Tomatoes.
Watermelons.
Corn. Strawberries. I love everything in this garden.
So do the groundhogs.
I don't see them, though.
Well, that's because they don't want you to.
Look, there's one.
You don't want to get too close, though. Groundhogs bite. Groundhogs love all kinds of fruits and vegetables. They have to eat a whole lot of them to get nice and fat before winter arrives.
How come?
To answer that, we'll have to zip out of this summer garden and learn what life is like for groundhogs during the winter.
Wow, it's cold here. And nothing's growing.
And I still don't see any groundhogs.
You have to go deep, deep down in the ground to find them. Come see.
Oh, look at them. They're so cute when they're all curled up asleep. Like fat little teddy bears.
But why are they so fat?
Groundhogs have to get really, really fat in summer and fall because they hibernate during most of the winter.
What's hibernate mean?
I know. It means they rest up for a long, long time.
That's right, Stanley. And animals that rest most of the winter need to get fat so they can store up energy to survive.
How do they know when to come out and look for their shadows? Yeah, like Funky what's his name?
And how can they tell how long winter's gonna be?
Groundhogs can't really predict when winter will end, but it's fun to think they do.
Aww.
It's only a made-up story, a legend that started a long time ago when people thought they could predict how long the winter would be because of one sunny or cloudy day.
Well, how do groundhogs know when to come up out of their burrows then?
They read Mother Nature's signs, telling them when they'll be able to get food again.
Mother Nature signs? I've never seen any of them. You mean like billboards saying spring is coming?
No, Mother Nature's signs are different. They're in the things you see around you, like buds on trees.
I guess this means spring won't be coming tomorrow after all. Come on, Marcy and Mimi. Let's leave these groundhogs to keep snoozing and go back to my room.
Bye-bye, groundhogs. See you in the spring.
Is it true what the groundhog said? Is spring coming tomorrow? Nope.
Nope.
Stanley, Marcy, Mimi, why are you all looking so glum?
We thought spring was coming, Mom.
Well, it is.
Not tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow, but if you go out and look for it, you can see signs of spring everywhere.
Like what?
Come out into the backyard and look with me, okay? You guys need to be spring detectives.
Spring detectives?
Uh-huh.
What do spring detectives look for?
Clues. When winter's coming to an end, certain things always start happening.
Like what?
Well, the sun stays up longer, the buds start appearing on the tree branches, and birds start building their nests. Can you find any of those clues out here, spring detectives?
Can you?
Wait, I heard something. Look up there.
There's a bird in that tree, and it's making a nest.
Wow!
Well, there are certain clues that spring will be here soon.
Like?
Well, like the sun stays up longer.
Oh, what else?
The ground gets mighty muddy, you sink up to your knees. Buds begin to burst way up in the trees. Brooks begin to babble, so long to the freeze.
The ice is getting mushy, really hard to skate. Streets are getting slushy, the sun is setting late. Something is a-coming, we can hardly wait.
A brand new season has begun. Feel the warming sun. Say goodbye to winter fun. Can't you see that spring has sprung?
Well, I kinda see, but are there other clues?
Oh, there are plenty. Birdies are a-building nests in the trees. Tulip tips are showing with something in the breeze.
Take a whiff.
Take a sniff. Yuck! I think I'm gonna sneeze.
A brand new season has begun. Feel the warming sun. Now that winter's on the run, spring has sprung, the song is sung, and now it's time for fun. A brand new season has begun. Can't you see that spring has sprung?
Groundhogs sure are cute, aren't they, Dennis?
Yes, indeed.
I wonder what it would be like to eat and eat and eat and then sleep a really long time.
Perhaps you should ask Harry about that tomorrow.
Well, Harry doesn't hibernate the way groundhogs do. They hibernate through the winter. Groundhogs are so cool.
Yes, but they can't tell you how long winter will be now, can they?
No, they can't. You have to be a spring detective to figure that out. Good night, Dennis.
Good night, Spring Detective Stanley. Save the bluebird.
Okay, class. You see, Earth Day is coming up.
What's that?
Earth Day is a day when we all celebrate the planet we live on and try to do whatever we can to help it.
Is it in trouble?
Well, in some ways it is, Marcy. It needs cleaning up, and plants and animals need our help, too.
Animals? Did you say animals?
That's right, Stanley. A whole lot of animals are endangered because their homes are being destroyed.
Ooh, I want to help! I want to help!
Good for you! I want each and every one of you to plan a project for Earth Day, and then we'll all share them together and have a big party right here at school.
What kind of things can we do?
Well, you might want to plant seeds so new plants can grow. Or clean up the schoolyard and get rid of any trash you can find. And somebody might want to think about how we can save energy.
Miss Diaz, I want to take care of the animals. Yeah, how'd you know?
Oh, we just had a feeling you might, Stanley.
It's a big job helping animals in danger, but somebody's got to do it. I'll help them all.
I'm glad to see you're all just as excited about Earth Day as I am.
I'm gonna save all the endangered animals on Earth, Dennis.
That's a rather large job, don't you think?
Not for me. I've got it all figured out. A lot of animals are losing their homes because people keep cutting down forests.
That's certainly true.
So I'm gonna invite all the endangered animals to come live with us.
Here? In your room?
Well, sort of. It'll be great. I'll open the Stanley Griff Animal Hotel, see? Don't worry, everybody. You'll be safe here. This way, alligators. How's it going, sea lions? You're gonna love it here, tigers.
Excuse me, Stanley.
Not now, Dennis. I'm welcoming my guest.
Yes, well, it's about those guests of yours. I think you're making a big mistake.
Mistake? How can helping endangered animals be a mistake?
Well, you see, Stanley, there are lots and lots of endangered animals in the world.
I know, and I'll save them all.
And I really wish you could. But the truth is, they don't all get along with each other. If you opened the Stanley Griff Animal Hotel, you'd have big problems, I'm afraid.
guess you're right, Dennis. Maybe I should just try to save one kind of animal right now.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Why don't you look for one closer to home?
Like what?
Well, what do you see when you look in the backyard?
I see Harry and Elsie, but they're not endangered. I take really good care of them.
See anything else?
Just a couple of birds on the fence, that's all.
What kind of birds?
I don't know. They're little and blue.
Bluebirds! Believe it or not, those birds could be endangered.
No, they couldn't. They're right in my backyard. It's really safe out there.
They look safe, but they're not.
Why, Dennis?
Because they're losing their homes.
Losing their homes? That's terrible. I've got to do something about that.
Well, before you do, why don't you learn all about them in the great big book of everything?
Okay. What you doing, Stanley?
Oh, no. They're going to sing that song of theirs, aren't they?
I was just going to look up bluebirds and...
We know!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us, this book's the perfect guide.
I simply can't understand why they love singing this song so much.
Now our Stanley's gonna look through to find a bird that's blue.
Let's see. Bluebird starts with B. Here it is.
Bluebirds are quite beautiful, aren't they? Did you know they're a symbol of happiness?
Is that because they're having fun all the time?
Not really. It's because the colour blue stands for happiness in some parts of the world, and people like to think the bluebird stands for love and happiness and hope.
But you said they were in danger, Dennis. That doesn't sound very happy to me.
Right. Let's go into the book and find out all about bluebirds and the problems they're having.
Okay. Yahoo! Wow, there are so many bluebirds here.
That's because this is a perfect place for them to live. A great big meadow with plenty of trees. Bluebirds like to nest in hollow trees. Watch that bluebird over there, Stanley.
It's eating something.
An insect, I believe. Bluebirds eat mainly insects in the summer and mainly wild berries in the winter.
Hey, look, it's flying over to that tree. I guess it decided to go back home.
Yes, where it's safe and sound until...
What's happening, Dennis? Who are those guys?
They're the workers who are going to cut down the trees and clear the meadow, Stanley.
Cut down the trees? Why?
Well, because people want to build houses and roads and stores.
I guess maybe that's not so bad for people, but it's really bad news for the bluebirds, isn't it?
It is indeed. In fact, the poor little bluebirds of happiness have had a very hard time of it. Besides losing their homes when trees are cut down and cleared away... Stanley, watch out! The bluebirds also have a harder and harder time finding food.
That's terrible. Poor bluebirds. They should be called bluebirds of unhappiness. That's what I think.
But the good news is...
There's good news? Tell me the good news.
Well, a whole lot of people had the same spirit you have, and they figured out a way to save the bluebird.
Yes! Save the bluebird! Save the bluebird! What did they do, Dennis?
They started building houses for them.
Of course! What a great idea! I can see it now.
See what, Stanley?
The Stanley Griff Bluebird Hotel. Come on, Dennis. Let's go back to my room. I've got to get working on this.
Did you hear me say hotel?
Now let me see. How am I going to let all the bluebirds in the world know that my house is going to be a bluebird hotel? I know. I'll make a big sign.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Stanley. They won't come to live here because they like special little bluebird houses with tiny entrance holes. That's what you have to make if you want to help bluebirds.
Oh. Well, why didn't you say so? What should I make the houses out of?
Wood, I believe.
Wood? You cut wood with the saw. That means I'm gonna need help from Dad.
Excellent thinking, Stanley.
So you want to save the bluebirds, do you?
Uh-huh. It's my Earth Day project, and all I need to do is build about a bazillion little houses.
A bazillion, huh?
Yeah, that ought to do it. We could always make more later, right?
Right. Tell you what, Stanley, why don't we start by making one bluebird house?
Okay.
And then we'll test it.
Test it?
To see if any bluebirds come. We've got to make sure we get it just right.
Yeah, Dad. Bluebirds are pretty special birds.
They sure are. And I can think of someone else who's pretty special, too.
Oh, look at your seeds, Mimi. They're already turning into plants. Good for you.
I guess I really helped the planet, didn't I?
You sure did.
And see what I made? It's a potato clock. Does it really work? Uh-huh. Sometimes.
It's really great to think about ways to save energy. You guys are all super.
Hey, where's Stanley? He's way over there. Stanley! We want to see what you made, Stanley. Yeah, where is it?
It's over there. But don't go near it.
What do you mean? Why not?
I think I know why Stanley doesn't want us to get too close. Do you see what it is?
It's a birdhouse.
Dad and I built a birdhouse for a bluebird family. Now they're safe.
Yes, it's a perfect place to be. I love potato clocks. No batteries to buy.
And they recycle. You can turn them into fries.
I say this fish will chip in. I've got a thought or two. You know we all can help. Hey, how about you?
Every day is Earth Day, and there's lots that we can do.
I can do it.
We can do it.
You can do it too.
Every day is Earth Day.
It's the way it's got to be.
To make a happy world for you and me. La 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 la.
That's wonderful, class. What are some other things you can do?
I'm gonna plant a tiny seed and grow a giant tree.
I'll fix a faucet. I'll save some energy.
Remember you can lend a hand, and I shall lend a fin. There's no time like the present, so let's jump in. Everybody!
Every day is Earth Day, and there's lots that we can do.
I can do it.
We can do it.
You can do it too.
Every day is Earth Day. It's the way it's gotta be. To make a happy world for you and me.
Let's make a happy world
For you and me.
Well, I'm gonna tell everybody I know to build bluebird houses. Maybe I can't build a bazillion of them myself, but I can ask a bazillion people to help.
Good for you. Because every time somebody builds a bluebird house, they're helping to save the bluebird.
Good night, Dennis.
Good night, bluebird of happiness boy Stanley. Caterpillar Countdown.
Come on, hurry up, Dennis.
A little patience, please, Elsie.
9!
9.
But I always get 10s.
I don't know, Harry. Maybe your best years are behind you. You just don't have that puppy-like spring in your step anymore.
Stanley, let's show them.
You got it. Go! 10.
10.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Just, I don't know. A thing.
It's just a worm. Come on, let's do another.
Nah, I'm tired. And it's not a worm. It's something else.
That's a caterpillar.
Cat what? I'm a cat, and I'm certainly not related to that thing.
No, it's not a cat and it's not a worm. It's a caterpillar.
It's got little tiny feet. I've never seen a worm with little tiny feet.
Okay, so it's not a worm and it's not a cat. It's a caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
Right, caterpillar. So who cares? One more time, Harry.
Nah, I'm too tired. Maybe later. Why does everything have to be right now with you? You're so impatient. Look, what's it doing?
It's beginning to form a chrysalis.
Chrysalis?
Yeah, I think it's like a little sleeping bag where it rests.
I like to rest under the kitchen table. Am I a caterpillar?
No, because this is a special kind of rest. Can you guess why a caterpillar makes its chrysalis?
To take a nap?
To get out of taking a bath?
I think I know. To change. To grow wings and become a butterfly.
Who do you think is right? You're right. It's to change and grow wings.
It's gonna turn into a butterfly.
That little fat guy can fly?
Well, not right now.
But after it's changed in its chrysalis, it will.
I don't believe it. If that thing flies, I'll take a bath in that bird bath.
But Elsie, you're a cat.
I'm aware of that, Harry.
But cats hate taking baths.
Well, that's how sure I am that chubby worm will never fly.
A caterpillar?
Well, let's learn more. Okay, let's take a look.
It's a great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I do hope you're done.
You can find out why caterpillars learn to fly.
Let's see here. Caterpillar starts with C. A, B, and C.
Just a lot of worms.
Look, that's just like the one Harry found.
Yup, that's the one. What's its name?
That, my friends, is a monarch caterpillar. It'll become a monarch butterfly.
Worms growing wings.
Caterpillars growing wings. Here it is, monarch butterfly. Let's go! Yahoo! Look at them all. Hey!
Where are we?
We're in the south of Mexico.
Where's that?
Eastern monarch butterflies fly all the way from where we live to all the way down here in Mexico.
Why did they do that?
They don't like it when it gets cold. It's warmer here in Mexico. When it warms up at home, they go back to lay their eggs. So now you've got to believe us. Just look at all these butterflies.
Yeah, I see a lot of butterflies, but not a lot of caterpillars growing wings.
Okay, maybe we just need a few more details. Monarch butterflies start as little eggs. Their parents lay those eggs on milkweed plants, just like the plant in the backyard.
And from those eggs grow caterpillars that eat the milkweed.
And finally, when those caterpillars get big enough, they form a chrysalis, and in that chrysalis they turn into butterflies.
Yeah, it all makes sense. They're so cool. I wish I could turn into a butterfly. Let's go see how ours is doing.
Yahoo!
Look, it's doing it. It's beginning to make its chrysalis thing.
Chrysalis, Elsie.
Oh, we gotta get ready. We should make a welcome sign and some snacks. It might be hungry. It's really taking its time, isn't it? Come on out, butterfly. Oh, when is this butterfly gonna come out? It's been like forever.
I think it's been about 10 minutes, Elsie.
10 minutes? How much longer?
Well, let's see. It says here about 14 days.
Oh, I don't even have enough claws for that.
14 days is just 2 weeks away.
Oh, That's still like forever.
Anything yet?
I was kind of hoping a nice song would make it want to come out.
You gotta be patient.
I've heard. Okay, what do you like? You like chocolate? I'll get it for you. I'll get you anything you want if you just come out right now. Oh, it's getting pretty wet out here.
I told you, you've gotta be patient.
I am being patient. I'm trying to make a deal with it.
I don't know if it can hear you, Elsie. You've gotta wait a whole week more.
Oh, boy. I don't know if I can make it.
I'll leave the calendar here with you. You can keep track of the days.
Okay. This should be the day. Stanley! What? It's the day! We counted them all off. The butterfly's coming out today.
I know. But you've still gotta be patient.
Mom! You are driving me crazy with this patience business!
Elsie.
Okay, I'm under control now.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Waiting.
What are you waiting for?
The butterfly to come out.
It's coming out? Oh, good.
Okay, I'm waiting patiently.
Me too.
I can't stand it any longer! I hate waiting!
Maybe if we do something fun, it'll feel like the time is going faster. What do you guys like to do?
I liked pretending to be a butterfly.
We could all do it.
You can pretend to be a butterfly too. Come on, flap your wings.
I'm a butterfly. I'm a butterfly.
It moved. It moved. Something's alive in there.
The butterfly's coming out.
Look. It's a butterfly.
Happy birthday, butterfly.
Happy birthday!
I'm a butterfly. I'm a butterfly. I'm a butterfly.
Bye-bye.
So, Elsie?
Yeah?
Are you gonna take that bath?
Oh, what bath?
Remember, you said you were so sure that the caterpillar wouldn't become a butterfly that if it did, you'd take a bath.
Oh, right. I think I was just kidding about that. I guess I could use the bath, but I think Harry could use a bath too.
Hey!
Water fight! I'm gonna get you! Hey, first! So monarch butterflies migrate?
They do indeed. They go south to stay warm, all the way to Mexico.
Our butterfly could be going there now.
Right.
It could be flying across the whole country. Over little towns, big cities, over rivers and mountains, through clouds and rain and wind and... Good night, Dennis.
Good night, butterfly boy Stanley. Baby pictures.
Attention, everybody! Thank you for being such good listeners. I have a treat in store for all of you tomorrow. A really fun game.
Wow, Harry!
I call it the baby picture game. Yes, Stanley, you have a question?
Who's that baby, Ms. Diaz?
You have to guess, Stanley. That's the game.
I wonder who it is. It could be anyone.
Now, here's how it works. Everyone in the class is going to bring in a picture of themselves when they were a baby. Then I'm going to put them all up on the blackboard.
Then we have to guess who is who.
Right, Mimi. The game is to match the baby picture with the child they've grown to become.
Wow, that sounds fun. Wow.
And for a little practice, can anyone guess whose baby picture this is?
Is it Miguel? Is it Maeve? Is it Katie?
No, no, and no.
So who is it, Ms. Diaz?
Actually, this is a picture of me when I was 9 months old.
You, Ms. Diaz? For real? Wow. You were a baby, but you're a grown-up.
Everyone was a baby once, Stanley, even me. But you'll see that tomorrow when you bring in your baby pictures. Don't forget!
Hey, I'm home! Lionel, I need pictures of me when I was a baby.
Yeah, I bet we have one or two. Gazillion. Dad and I put all the family pictures on the computer. Go take a look.
That's Mom and Dad. I can't believe it. They look so young. Look at this. It's Mom and Dad's wedding. And that was when they had Lionel before they had me. And there's Harry as a little puppy.
Huh? I was never a puppy.
Sure you were, Harry. You had to be.
You probably slept through it, Harry.
Funny, Elsie. Hey, that is me. And check me out. I was one cool little furball.
Let's switch to someone really adorable. Let's see me.
Sure, Elsie.
This I can't miss.
Oh, look at me. I was so cute and cuddly. And so playful. And so smart.
And so curious. Like the time you got stuck in the tree. Or the time you got stuck.
All right, enough pictures of me. Aren't there any pictures of someone else as a baby?
Here's one. I remember that picture. That's the day I brought you home from the pet store.
That was the best day of my life.
I felt the same way. And when you winked at me, that cinched it.
You're a great kid, Stanley.
And you're a great fish, Dennis.
High five! Way!
Okay, enough mushy stuff. This cat has caught this mouse, and I'm clicking on Stanley's baby pictures.
Wow! That is me.
It sure is.
What was I like as a baby? Was I cute? Was I really small? What did I eat?
Stanley, you were a magnificent baby. You were very cute, very cuddly, and your favorite food was mashed corn.
It was also your favorite hat.
Oh, I can remember how much I loved to feed you, to bathe you, to rock you to sleep in my arms.
And boy, did you love animals, Stanley. As soon as you started crawling, you were always making friends with cats, dogs, fish, you name it.
And then when you started walking and talking, it was always, take me to the zoo, take me to the zoo.
Now look how much you've grown. You can ride a two-wheeler, you go to school, you can even read.
You're not my little baby anymore. You've grown into a wonderful child who will someday be a wonderful grown-up.
A grown-up?
Sure, Stanley. Before you know it, you and your brother will be all grown up and living on your own.
I'm not sure I want to be a grown-up, Dennis. I sure don't want to move out of the house. I think I'd rather be a baby again. As a matter of fact, I know I'd rather be a baby again.
But Stanley, then you couldn't ride your scooter, and you couldn't go to school, and you couldn't play soccer with Mimi and Marcy.
But if I grew up and I'm not living with Mom and Dad anymore, where am I gonna go?
Bye, Stanley. Don't forget to ride.
Who's gonna help me with my homework? Who's gonna tuck me in at night? I'm not ready to be a grown-up.
It'll be okay, Stanley. The truth is, that's how it works.
Yeah, all animals grow up.
It's the way it is, Stanley.
I know, but when and how fast? How long does it take to become a grown-up?
Well, I'm not sure, but we can always check it out in the Great Big Book of Everything.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
This is growing tiresome.
I'm sure the Great Big Book will show how long it takes for things to grow.
What does the Great Big Book of Everything say about how long it takes goldfish to grow up?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Goldfish. Baby goldfish. Here it is. Wow, look at all those baby fish.
A large female goldfish can lay as many as 10,000 eggs.
That's a lot, isn't it?
If you had 10,000 people, you'd have a whole town.
What happens to the eggs, Dennis?
Well, at first, goldfish eggs look like little transparent bubbles. And they grow really quickly.
Uh-oh, look at this. Goldfish hatch in only 5 to 7 days. And then they're on their own with no help from their parents. You had to take care of yourself in less than a week? I sure couldn't do that. I couldn't walk or talk or feed myself when I was a week old.
Every kind of fish and every kind of animal are different, Stanley.
How different was I? What's the Great Big Book of Everything say about kittens?
A, B, C. Cats. Baby cats. Kittens. Here it is. I didn't know that kittens are born blind.
They are. I don't remember that.
You were probably too young to remember, Elsie. Kittens' eyes don't open until 7 to 10 days after they're born.
I do remember drinking my mom's milk with all my brothers and sisters, though.
Yes, but kittens stop nursing or drinking their mom's milk when they're about 5 weeks old.
I remember my mom. She taught me lots of stuff.
I'm sure she did. Mother cats are great teachers.
Oh, man!
What? What?
It says at about 8 weeks old, kittens can be left all alone, without their mom or anyone watching over them. And then kittens grow into cats in just a year. When I was a year old, I was still a baby.
Hey, all this stuff about goldfish and kittens is putting me to sleep. What's the Great Big Book of Everything say about puppies?
A, B, C, D. Dogs. Baby dogs. Puppies. Here it is.
Read the part where it says how puppies are so much cooler than kittens.
It doesn't say that, Harry. But what it does say is that puppies are helpless at birth. Like cats, they can't see until their eyelids open. For dogs, that's in about 2 weeks after they're born.
Harry's eyelids still haven't opened.
I heard that.
When puppies are about 2 weeks old, they begin walking. And they're steady on their feet at 3 weeks.
Puppies walk at 3 weeks old? Mom told me I started walking when I was a year old. A year is a lot longer than 3 weeks.
I guess humans take a lot longer to grow up than kittens, puppies, and goldfish, Stanley.
They sure do. A dog is almost a grown-up at just a year.
Wow. I'm 6, and I still need my mom and dad to take care of me.
What's the Great Big Book of Everything say about when humans are grown up?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H for humans.
Baby humans take from 14 to 18 years to grow to full size, and some don't even get fully grown until they're in their 20s.
Really? I won't be a grown-up for years and years? That's great!
That's the way it works. First you're a baby, but you can't stay a baby. You grow and change and learn, and finally you're a grown-up.
But it won't happen until I'm ready, right?
Right, Stanley. So enjoy being a kid.
Do you have your baby picture all picked out for class tomorrow?
I sure do, and I learned a lot about growing up.
Like what?
Well, I learned that goldfish hatch in 5 days and then have to take care of themselves. And I learned that kittens can be on their own without any help from their mom in about 8 weeks. And I learned that dogs are all grown up in about a year.
Wow, you sure have learned a lot, Stanley.
But that's not all. I also learned that I can't go back to being a baby, but I'm not ready to move out and go to college yet. I'll keep growing, and someday I'll be ready. But I have plenty of time.
You sure do, sweetheart. All the time you need.
And every minute of it, Stanley, we'll still be here to help.
children, one thing's for sure. You were all beautiful babies.
Hey, Marcy, Mimi, I bet you can't figure out which one is me. I bet we can.
I know we can.
Okay, which one?
Can you guess which baby picture is Stanley's? Is it this one? Or this one? Or this one?
That one.
Yep, that's me. How'd you know?
It's obvious, Stanley. You love animals.
I sure do. And that's something I'll never grow out of.
That's my animal boy Stanley.
Hey, Dennis, is that the Baja Man?
That's right, Stanley.
Stanley. Do you know a guy who talked to a kangaroo?
Hi there.
Who's always ready to learn about something new.
Wow.
Whose favorite book has all the animals you could wish. Who's proud to say his best friend is a fish. That's right, it's my man Stanley. Oh yeah, it's my man Stanley. Welcome to Stanley's World. Come help him figure out what life is all about. Who takes you swimming?